What's up, y'all? Back again for an album review. It's been quite a while since I've done one. I don't do them as frequently, obviously, anymore as I used to do, but I kind of just want to hit on the albums now at this point for the bands that I really, really like and, my favorite bands and try to hit on their new albums and stuff like that. So today, I'm going to be reviewing the new Foo Fighters album, But Here We Are. And this album right here, simply put, it's special. That's the best word to describe it. This is a special album. This is one that will stand the test of time for the Foo Fighters. This album's different, man. This album is extremely deep. It's personal. It's intense. It's obviously all centered around the loss of Dave's mother and, of course, Taylor Hawkins, the Foo Fighters drummer that passed away last year as well. So this album, every song is just so personal, so deep, so intense. It's just really pulls on your heartstrings. It's a relatable album for a lot of people, and it's a great way to mourn and honor the lives of two people that meant a lot to him and the band itself. So getting into the track listing, it's extremely hard to see the track listing, as in it's in these little letters here that you can barely read. But the first song on the album is Rescued. Absolutely killer, great song. This is probably the most prototypical Foo Fighters sounding song on the album, and I love it. It's a perfect way to open the album. Definitely one of my 3 or 4 favorites on the album. It is, a gem, immediate great song. First time you hear it, you just know this is one of the Foo Fighters, just best songs, and that's what it is. So Rescued's a great one. And the second song is Under You, and I'll be honest, this is probably my favorite song on the album going right now. I absolutely love this song. It's a great, kind of pop, almost like pop punk feel to it. Nice tempo, really good song, just great lyrics. All these songs are going to be so lyrically strong, and Under You is no exception. This is a phenomenal song, probably my favorite song on the album right now. So great one there. Then we have Hearing Voices, and this is another very good song. Not quite as great as the first two, but still a very good song, very catchy song. It's a good one that you have to definitely listen to, and I think give it its due because it's a really good song. So one of the best ones on here, I think. Again, Hearing Voices, so great one there. Then we have the next song, But Here We Are. The title track. This is another very good song. It's probably not one of my personal favorite songs on the album, as crazy as that is to say, because it is one of the best, probably the most liked and enjoyed songs on the album by most people. But this is still a very good song in its own right. Just not personally one of my favorites, but it is still a top notch song. So, But Here We Are, another very good one. Then we have The Glass, and I'll be honest, this is probably my second favorite song going on the album right now. The Glass is such a great song. I love Dave's voice in this. I love, his drumming in this because, of course, he drums on this album. Great stuff here, great lyrics. I mean, just more of the same. Really good melodies in this one. It's a great song. I love The Glass. Probably my second favorite right now on the album. Then we have Nothing at All. This is another good song. This is a heavier, a little bit more heavier song than some of the ones on here. Very good vocals, of course. Not one that necessarily stands out in comparison to certain songs on the album, but Nothing at All is a very good song in its own right. So nothing to sneeze at there. So good song. Then we have Show Me How, and this is a very good song. This actually is one of the more unique songs on the album because it has Dave's daughter on it singing with him, and it's awesome. She does an excellent job. Great song. Great kind of chilled, melodic, mid-pace kind of song. Really good stuff. Great lyrics. All these songs just are so relatable to so many people that have dealt with loss and tragedy. And this is a song that fits that billing perfectly. So, Show Me How, very, very good song. One of my favorites on here. Then we have the next one, Beyond Me. This one has grown on me a lot over the last few days that I've been listening to it. I love this song. This is probably around the top 5 on the album for me. And I know that there's only 10 songs, but that's a high that's a high mark because there's so many good ones on here. So Beyond Me, very good song. One of my favorite lyrical songs on the album. One of my favorite vocal performances by Dave on the album as well. So Beyond Me, I love it. Then we have The Teacher, and this song right here is pure epic. That's exactly what this song is. It's epic. It's a 10-minute, just amazing song. It's almost like 2 or 3 songs put in one. This song is special right here. This is one of the best songs that they have probably ever put out. And it's definitely one that stands out, and definitely one that you have to hear. It's a 10-minute song, but when you get it, trust me, you'll get into it to the point where you don't even think it's 10 minutes long. It's that great. So The Teacher is one of the best. So great song. Then we have the last song on the album, Rest. And I'll tell you what, the first time I heard this song, I was texting my friends. I said, I almost couldn't even make it through this song without getting extremely emotional. This song is something to behold right here. This is definitely probably the most emotional song on the album. Just, the way that it starts so slow and so like, almost like a whisper low tone that he sings in, and it's just so impactful. This song is something right here. I mean, it's, everybody has dealt with loss and, losing family and things like that, and this song just fits perfectly for that. And like, it's like almost like a battle cry for anybody that's lost somebody very special in their life. And, it's an emotional song, and definitely one of the best on the album. So Rest is an excellent song, a great way to close out an excellent album. Sorry that it was probably really hard to read those song titles, and it was probably blurry, so I apologize for that. But this album is absolutely spectacular. Just thinking about it in terms of recent Foos albums, this is probably my favorite one they've put out in a long time. Sonic Highways, I loved Sonic Highways. Very good album. Concrete and Gold, I think, was very good in its own right. Medicine at Midnight, I thought had some really good stuff on it, but this album I think is better than those 3, and that's, saying quite a bit. It's one of their best. It's definitely their most different album that they've ever put out, and one of the most unique, and one of the most, obviously the most emotional album they've ever put out. So this album right here is a must listen. Simple as that. Must listen. And if I was to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give it at least a 9, if not 9.5. It's that good. It is absolutely spectacular album. Should be considered an album of the year candidate, especially for rock. So if you haven't heard this album, you need to hear it. It's something special. So thank you all for watching my review of the Foo Fighters' new album, But Here We Are. I don't know when I'll put any more videos on here, but whenever they're on there, you'll be the first to see them. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.